I got some beef.
Ooh.
And this is going to bring up some beef. And even if you're a vegetarian, you're still going to be served up beef because
You're getting the beef. Where's the beef? Welcome to Royally Unhinged, a podcast where we talk all things marketing, networking, and a little bit of wizardry. It's all the things that you needed to know and some of the things you didn't know and you needed to know, you know? I'm one of your co-hosts, Tara B, with my other co-host.
So that's me, Princess Pie.
And we are
Royally Unhinged.
She went British, I went Southern.
You know it.
So we...
Hey, Tara.
Hey. What's up?
Yo, let's just jump right in. Howdy, friend.
Hey, friend.
Boy, we are out in a vortex tornado.
Yeah, you guys, hey, do you know where we're at? I'm going to tell you where
Where
we're at
are we,
right
Tara?
now. We're at Strawberry Fest at Kingston Park. You will not be able to come and see us as you are watching this because we
This
won't
could be
here
airing
anymore.
in December. One never knows.
We don't know when this one's going to air. But we are out here at Strawberry Fest. Thank you to the Cottage Grove Area Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring us. Which they have their booth right next door to us. And
They do.
They are sponsoring us for us to be here and talk about all the wonderful things for marketing and networking and all the greatness of
I love me a
all the
good
things.
chamber, Tara.
I love chambers.
I think chambers are the bomb
And
diggity.
here's the thing, you don't need to be in all of them, but once you find one and you like connect really well with it, like set down your roots in it, people. Like it's
Well, and especially not just if you're a brick and mortar. If you're a brick and mortar in a city, you want to be in the chamber for that city because then you're getting plugged into all the other brick and mortars and your folks.
Oh yeah.
But even if you don't have a brick and mortar,
Morgar.
if you are a service-based industry, you need to be in a chamber because they're going to introduce you to your referral partners. You're going to have opportunities to sponsor events like this.
That's the majority where I think most of my friends are too, are all chamber people that I've just met with, and we're just friends. And it's always just like, especially at events like this, it's just, oh, hey, it's like you just know everybody.
I thought there was somebody.
No.
Yeah, you're going to make friends. You're going to find your customers. There's going to be referral partners. There's going to be a great... And the education piece. Chambers are always doing some kind of cool...
If it's lunch and learns or if it's just... I don't know. You've done workshops for chambers
so
before.
Many.
So many times. So just learning off of those things too. It's really great. So if you're not in a chamber, go be in a chamber. So thanks again.
Wow.
Words today. It's hot, you guys. It's we got some wind. We'll see how fast the wind ends up going. We might get 40 miles an hour winds today.
Can't even talk, you guys. If you're listening to this, you're just like, pick it up, guys. Where's your monster going to kick in?
I already had my coffee. I had 3 Cape cups, so I'm
I can't ASMR is good. I got a big old thermal cup this morning.
Okay, but yeah, so thank you, Chambers. And thank you for all the things that you do and giving out awards and all of that stuff. Speaking of,
what pray tell was that, Tara? Did you just say one of the parts of the title for our today's podcast?
I did say one of the parts of our title for our podcast today.
What are we going to chat about today? Chitty chat.
We're going to talk
Tara?
about a few different things all wrapped into one wonderful episode. We're going to talk about awards. And some awards that nobody's ever heard of, maybe, or all of the alphabet soup stuff at the end of your names.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. Buckle up, kids.
It's going to be great.
So, Tara.
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
Paula.
I put my sunglasses on because it's sunny out,
She's,
but
like,
now
looking
I
in the
can't really
sunspot.
see much. So this is going to be fun.
It's going to be great.
I'm really excited for this topic today for this podcast because I got some beef.
Ooh.
And this is going to bring up some beef. And even if you're a vegetarian, you're still going to be served up beef because
you're getting the beef. Where's the beef?
Yeah. So which side do you want to jump? Because awards is a big thing in the professional world. Awards, having an award listed on LinkedIn, walking into the workplace, seeing your shelf full of awards.
Like 20 million of them that are just on the walls.
And to be fair, recognizing your employees and your coworkers with awards is a good thing because there are some people that's like their work love language.
That's what they live for, is to get those awards, and that's totally cool. That's
like
totally
they
cool.
don't need a raise. They just want an award.
That's okay.
All right. So do you want to kick this off, or do you want me to talk about my beef with Books.
Beef with books. Well, I think part of it is just I've seen a lot of stuff on LinkedIn because we all know I'm not really on Meta anymore on a personal standpoint. But on LinkedIn, I see a lot of things that come out, and like a lot of it is just, oh, I won this award. I won this award. You won that award. All this stuff. And I was like, what award is this? Like, what is this? I've never heard of it before.
Mm-hmm. It's not like the Nobel Peace Prize.
No, it's like...
Or an Emmy or an Oscar that
no.
everybody knows, and they're like, oh, you...
Well, and even Oscars aren't looked apparently that great upon because it's like the lowest of the awards or something. Yeah, there's
but
like
still,
a huge...
like, if you say that you're an Oscar award-winning or an Emmy award-winning,
yeah.
people are going to be like, ooh.
Like, that's cooler. But when you're just
ooh.
like...
Ooh.
Best garden... Like, best city garden...
If it was from like Home and Garden or, you know what I mean? Like it has to be like not Ripley's, believe it or not, but it has to be from a title, from a... It
has to be something that's like
renowned...
recognizable.
That's the word.
She almost threw her microphone at me.
A recognizable, acknowledged, maybe well... Okay, this is going to open up. We're already going off the rails because recognized by who?
Who are the people that
like
decide?
If I'm in a garden club and all the gardeners in my county know of this garden club and it's a really well-known garden club, so I win an award from the great grandma gardeners and everyone's like, you won an award from the great grandma gardeners? Oh my gosh, that's so prestigious. But you and I were like, who's the great grandma gardeners?
Who's the great grandma?
It means nothing to us. So where does that fall into the whole discussion?
Well, I think it falls directly into the discussion because it's just... That's one of the things that, like, you've never heard about. And it's like, is that really, like, what is that doing? And here's my little mini story.
Go for it.
So, in my lifetime, I have done many a thing. She was just going to call me out on my age, I think.
There are places I remember. I started thinking, in my life. Go on.
Anywho. So... There's been many different sports that I've been in. I've done archery. I've done fast pitch. I've done she's already losing it. The heat's getting to her, people. I've done lots
archery?
of things. Yeah, I used to bow hunt all the time.
What?
I used to be a bow hunter.
Okay, Katniss Everdeen.
Yes, you may call me that. Except she doesn't shoot her bow right.
Yes,
it really bothers me.
She just carries around for looks.
No, okay. Here's the thing. My dad was a bow hunter. He still shoots his bow every once in a while. He doesn't deer hunt anymore. I used to deer hunt a few times. There's a puppy. I used to bow
This is a fun fact I did not know about you. Do you know that we're a hunting family? My husband bow hunts all the time.
I know. That's why I was looking at all the stuff down in the
Get
in
out.
his cave.
Wow, better not cross her.
So, and actually, one of the things that ties back to awards. Oh wait. I was talking about Katniss Everdeen and the way that she holds her bow. So just saying, when you're bow hunting, you don't want to like grip the grip, like you're strangling it. A lot of people do that. You're supposed to relax and like let the bow like balance on your hand. So like the way that people do it in the movies is never real, or even like Clint, I think, in like the Avengers world. I don't think he does it right either. So I'm just like that stuff bothers me. Anyways, but going back to that, I used to do archery. I used to do, like, when I was 13 years old, in that range, I was traveling around, like, my dad and I, we would go around to so many different, like, target competitions. Yeah. And a lot in Wisconsin, like Menominee and Roberts and just, like, all over in the area.
Who knew?
So I have a ton of plaques that I've gotten that have been on my parents' computer room wall for I can't even say how many years. I don't even know if they still have them. I had an article written up about me for these awards.
Katniss.
And I also went to the IBO championship in West Virginia when I was 13. And it was the International Bow Hunters organization. When I was 13, it was in Snowshoe Mountain in West Virginia.
Are you kidding me?
And I was 13 years old, and I placed, I think, 50th out of like 200 kids or something like that.
Look, we're all learning this at the same time about Katniss over here. No clue.
catching us.
I'm a little bit frightened, not gonna lie.
So like all of these awards, like I know that these ones are an example from when I was younger, but like if I were to go around and, you know, have that I'm saying like I have a award from International Bowhunters Organization, like who the heck knows what that is? Mm-hmm. Like nobody, unless you're like doing it and it's in your realm, it's like nobody really cares. So I'm gonna fast forward, and these days, so a few years ago.
Hold on a second though.
Okay.
Back up to the Gardening Grandmas Award, because if I came up to you and I said, I just won the Greater Gardening Grandmas Award, and for me, that's a huge deal.
For you, it is. And I'll say congratulations, and then in my head, I'm be like, what the
So
heck
should
is
it matter?
that?
Because other people that are listening and watching right now, they're thinking like, okay, does it matter to me? Because really, that's what it comes down to. Wouldn't it be? Is our own personal value? Like if you... is it a made-up award if it matters to you and your community, or no?
If it's something that you've been working for, and that's one of your goals, which we all have our own individual goals.
Right.
So individually, if that's something that's awesome for you and you want to promote that, please promote that. Like, this is not a way that we're not trying to bash it. It's just...
So it's a real award.
It's a real award, but it's like to a select people that are in your direct world.
Gotcha.
So then
I digress.
I'm gonna kind of go to the past few years, which I am not. This is not bashing any
She's
of that
bashing.
or anything. I'm not bashing. I'm just saying, because in the past couple of years, I have won 2 awards for 2 years in a row.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. So when I got those, like, it was super awesome, and like I wasn't
May I
expecting
ask what
it.
the awards were for?
For
archery?
Women in Business of the Year.
No longer archery.
No longer archery. I don't archer anymore. I got kids. I got stuff going on. I don't know. I ain't got time for that. So I won 2 years in a row, Women in Business. I am not putting...
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was like, when I received those, I was like, oh, I'm going to plaster this everywhere. Like, I'm going to put, like...
As you should.
And I did. And again, I'm super happy that I received those awards. But then as I like keep going in my marketing, and like that was a couple years ago. So then this kind of goes to the time of, you know, the archery awards that I got, and also these awards that are not in the present year, but past years. It's like the Minnesota's Best stuff.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let's go back to those 2 awards. Okay, hold on. We're skipping all over the place. So you won these 2 awards, which was awesome. Congratulations. I think that's a big deal. And so you're saying you did
put
that out there.
My world. So to people that aren't in my world,
okay, so then
no
it comes
idea.
down to how do we place value on an award and whether it's award worthy? Like, if I'm a boss and I have a team and I'm
Girl
doing
boss,
some like
mom boss, princess boss,
royal boss, royal, yeah. So if I want to do some fun staff awards and I'm like, most likely to show up late, most likely, like I come up with some fun awards and they mean something to our office and they're really fun. So is there like that level of it? And then if I say, okay, we're going to do like MVP, we're going to do, or our office is competing with other offices at the same time and kind of like, who's the best salesperson?
I think it all comes back down
industry
to
awards,
the individual goals and the company goals. Because if you're doing like awards on a company basis, like that could just be what your culture is.
Okay, why don't we just call it out, Tara? Excuse me, coughing.
She's dying.
Okay, let's call this out. That is it possible? Because it's one thing to do a fun award with your team in your office because you're trying to have some fun awards and it's your like annual office party and you want to honor your people and it's just fun and it's a award they're going to put up on their door in their office, internally fun.
Yes.
Is it possible that there are businesses and organizations and groups that are making up awards so they can honor significant people in the community who have a big network and a big reach, and by creating an award to give them and honoring them, you are I'm calling it out. You are able to. So for instance, let's say I have a business. Oh wait, I do. So let's say
hold on a minute.
Let's say
she does.
I have an organization. It's her Royal Kingdom. Okay, and this is my organization, and we're my organization, and I'm like, you know what? I need to get my name out there. I need to get some reach. So I'm going to create some awards. I'm going to create some awards, most good looking, most talented, whatever. And you, Tara, are super popular and really well known, and everyone knows you.
You're gonna be popular.
So I give you an award so that I can get lots of photos. I can have you come to my event. I can say, look at congratulations to this award winner. We can plaster it anywhere. So this award may or may not be valuable to you and mean anything to you, but you're going to show up because I just gave you some free marketing publicity, and
sure did.
I'm about to get my name. So if my organization doesn't mean anything to you, or this is like my brain is blowing up right now as I'm thinking about all of this.
I'm seeing this happen behind her. She's wearing sunglasses right now if you're only listening to this. So I'm seeing her eyes behind that you guys
There are
probably
so many
can't.
levels to this right now because this feels a little sneaky and conniving on the one hand. Not going to lie. This is a Paula opinion.
There's like the happy side of it and then there's the dark side of it.
I know. This is the Paula opinion. Like on the one hand, if you were someone who I really, really respect and admire, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to be able to tell you how much I love you and respect and admire you.
Yep.
So I'm going to create an award that I can give to you. So I can just say, hey.
Paula's going to give me an award next week. I just feel it for being
It's going to be an
best
archery
co-host
award. It's
of
going to be an
only
arrow.
The Royally Unhinged podcast. I was like, there's not really anyone
It's
else
going
that
to
could
be
get the award.
the Katniss Award, and it's just going to be an arrow. Actually, I'm going to come up with jewels, and it's going to be
Golden
you are a jewel in my royal crown. Ooh. And I just hand out jewels to people. Like you might be a diamond or a sapphire.
Like
I might have just created something.
I think you did, and that's like the 5 diamond award thing in Ocean. Which one is it? Ocean's 11? No, 13? No, 12. Ocean's 12.
You're on your own on this one.
You haven't seen any of the Ocean's movies?
Not enough to know.
Okay,
what you're talking
there's
about.
the one movie with Willie Bank, I think, and it's in Las Vegas, and he's got the 5
So
diamond
off the
awards,
rails.
but he's got like a whole like
we'll be back later, folks.
thing that has like all of his diamond necklaces that he received. So, anyways, that's what came to my mind.
Anyhoodly. So let's say you have an organization of some sort, nonprofit, whatever, and you're going to have a special event, an awards night, and you want to give out some awards. And it could be something as simple as Small Business of the Year, Entrepreneur of the Year, Girl Boss of the Year, Nonprofit of the Year. Or maybe you're kind of like Most Inspiring, Most... I don't know. You're making up some award, and whether you pick them or fan favorite, have people vote. Okay, here's why I'm getting snarky. Here's why I'm getting snarky. As someone who's an ambassador for multiple chambers, I have gotten the emails where it's like, hey, it's awards time. We need to vote on who's going to receive this award. And like 2 or 3 of the people on the committee vote. Not that it's any less valid that you won this award, but it might be 2 or 3 people that voted for you to get it. So then is it valuable?
Yeah, ain't wrong.
Okay, bottom line. So then is it valuable? Tara, you out there, if you're listening right now, we're just going to pause here for a moment because I want you to think about that. Is it a valuable award if 2, maybe 3 people from the committee chose you to have it? Perhaps the answer is yes. Or maybe you're like, great, Paul, you just ruined it.
Which that could also be the case. I mean, that's what part of our podcast is. We're wanting to be controversial.
So
in what
now,
we're talking about to make you guys think.
I just got Entrepreneur Girl Boss Award. I have a beautiful photo op of me holding my glass engraved award. By the way, I do know a few companies that can do that for you if you're looking for a glass engraved award. So I'm now holding my beautiful award. We get a photo op. You're posting it on your page. I'm reposting it on mine. I'm adding it to my survey.
Wall.
What's that called? Not your resume. There's a fancy name for resume. It starts with a C. Anyway. So now I'm posting
cover letter.
all these pictures of stuff. Is it valuable or is it fake? Is it any different?
Do I have to answer it? I don't want to.
Yeah. Is it any different than me just going to a trophy shop, getting an engraved trophy of whatever award I want, sticking my name on it, and taking a picture and going, "Look at the award! Look at me with my award." How is it any different? Discuss.
I don't want to.
Oh, you brought up this topic for today. This was your choice.
Well,
come on. It's time to get real.
So
It's 90 degrees outside. Can't get any hotter than it already is.
98 degrees in the straight up shade.
Come on. Is it? Because that actually just gave me an idea. I should go. I have some friends that make
And buy a
awards.
trophy.
I should get myself a glass engraved award. I'm going to make up the award. I'm going to take some photos of myself saying, so excited that I recently was awarded.
Oh my gosh.
And let's see what
this is
happens.
a whole-
Let's see what happens. I will make a post.
This is a case study.
I will make a post. I'll see how many congratulations I get. How much.
You got to make the award like super weird though.
And I'm not going to say who I got it from.
No.
But I'm going to
Just
have,
say you received
I have
the
friends
award.
that do glass engraving. I'm going to have them create an award for me. And it's going to be like, most likely to eat a jar of pickles when stranded in the rain. Like, it's going to be.
Royal pickle eater or something.
Nope.
No. Never mind. Redact that. Taking it back. I did not. No. I'm
That's my unofficial title.
done. I did not. Sorry.
That would be actually a hilarious award. That would mean if I posted that on LinkedIn. I'm very excited to share with you my Royal Pickle Eater Award and see if anybody's like, wait, what?
Okay,
What?
wait. Let's talk about the whole food awards thing now. When
No,
you
no,
do,
no, okay,
like-
hold on. You are avoiding answering the question. I am not going to
She
let you
caught
go.
me.
If I just go and make myself my own award, like, so if you win an award from an organization, sorry, Chambers, I'm not calling you out, it's everybody. If you win an award that 2, maybe 3 people voted or not voted on you, does it have value?
I think it goes back to, does it have value for that individual? Do you care if it has value for anyone else, or do you only care if it has value for
And
you?
I want people thinking about this because all the time we're on social media, we're on LinkedIn, we're wherever. You walk into an office and they have a whole shelf full of awards. And they're just like, there's all of my awards. If they were only voted on by 2 people and it's their friends or in the organization, is it any different? Like, do you look at that differently now? Are you going to look at that shelf of trophies and be like, whatever?
So, I'm really curious. I don't know what the selection process is for Minnesota's Best. I don't know.
Okay, that's another good. Oh my gosh, this is such a good topic. I'm pausing because if you live in Minnesota, guaranteed you have had someone you know.
Oh yeah, there's somebody on here that probably isn't from Minnesota. Do they have Wisconsin's Best?
Oh, I'm sure everybody has to have a best of the best.
Probably.
So if you're in Minnesota, there's this whole Minnesota's Best. And if you live in Minnesota, at some point in time, you've had somebody you know email you, tag you on social media going, I'm up for this award in Minnesota's Best. Please go and vote for me.
Blackish plaque or picture that you see on there. It's
So-
by the Star Tribune, I think.
Are you actually the best because you're legit the best, or because you had the most friends that were willing to vote every day for you?
Oh, I could dive in a whole other topic on this right now.
We might have to side note this because I'm even thinking like AGT, America's Idol, all these things where if you just have more people that will vote for you, you're not necessarily the best. You just have a
story
bigger
time about
network.
this. I can actually rope this in. So story time about this. So Minnesota's Best. We all see them. Obviously more if you're in Minnesota or this area and you work with businesses in here, and they were one on Minnesota's Best or whatever. You see so many different of their like years on there. Like I've seen ones that like go all the way back to like 2012 or something like that, and like they're all listed on there, and they're all, you know, you got your platinum or you got your gold or you got your bronze, like, so there's even different levels of Minnesota's Best and whoever wins it. But where was I going with this? I don't even remember.
Well, how people get on there, or having enough people to vote for you,
Having
or
enough
if you're
people to vote for
if
you.
you go on social media and you have the link and
Oh, yes. Okay, my personal story about this. So this last year, actually the year previously, I first noticed that Minnesota's Best had a creative category for web developers. I didn't know that that was a category on there until 2 years ago. Well, then I knew about it from 2 years ago, or last year. We're still in 2025. So last year I saw it. So this year when it came out, I was like, oh, I want to go see who's been nominated on there or whatever. So I went on there and I was like, oh, you can actually nominate. So what did I do? I nominated my freaking self. This is a true story. I nominated myself and I was like, you know what? I'm just kind of curious as to how this all goes. Maybe I win, maybe I don't. I don't really care.
We always care. Lies.
I nominated myself.
We always care.
And then, I told my family. I told my friends.
Oh, yeah, because your dad reached out to me.
Yeah.
I remember that. Your dad reached out to me and was like, hey,
there
go
was
vote
another
for Tara.
one with Minnesota's Business Journal, too. That was the one that I actually called you to see if you would do a reference for me or something, because you have to have references for that one. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So I was kind of doing this, like, case study. Again, I was, like, seeing if I could win or what. I don't know. If I don't win, I don't care. Secretly, I do care. No, I don't care.
You always care.
I probably did care. But anyway, so I'm telling all my friends, my family, all this stuff to go and vote for me. So they were literally, because you can vote once a day.
Otherwise, she'll hit you with her arrow.
Phew, Katniss Everdeen. So literally, I was getting text messages from them on a daily that they were going out and they were voting for me because you can vote on the daily. Same thing with like local city ones too.
So did you win?
No, I don't know. I don't know if I'm sure that they told the people who won, so I don't think I did.
Oh, you guys. Okay, we're going to pause here for a minute. We're going to pause here, put a pin in it, hold it, because I'm about to tie in something else that fits in beautifully with this. So already, hopefully we have you thinking now about these awards. When you see that somebody has won an award and they're holding up their award, whether it's legit I'm not going to call it a scam because it's not a scam.
I don't think it's a scam. I think it's a there's a strategy behind it for certain organizations, but
so here's my other beef. I'm going to pull in my beef.
Where's the beef?
Beef. Beef. I smell like beef. Okay. So I am in the speaking world, and as a professional speaker,
I had no idea.
Surprise! It's a big thing. Everyone always tells you, you have to have a book. You have to write a book because that's your business card when you're a professional speaker, and you have to. So here's the problem I have, Tara, is all of the people, and I'm sorry if you're listening right now and this is you, all of the people that write a book, and then you go to Amazon and you buy cases of your own book because through doing so, you make yourself an Amazon bestseller. Right, so you need to know that when someone says they are a best-selling author and they put it in their profile and they put it in whatever and they're like, I'm a best-selling author, usually it's because they've bought enough of their own books to make them a best-selling author. There you go. I said it. Truth is out.
I don't want to diminish, though, if you have not bought all of your cases of books and you actually are a best-selling author.
But how do we distinguish, though, Tara? This is the problem.
But for those, like, congrats to you. But yes, for us on our side, we have absolutely no idea.
Like, is it legit or not?
One or the other. So
that's the problem, is because the fake get in the way of the legit, and now you don't know the difference.
Yes.
So if I wanted to be a best-selling author, literally, I could just have AI help me write a book, and then I publish the book. You can publish it yourself.
Could you imagine how many emojis that would be if AI was writing a book for you?
And hashtags.
How many M dashes would be?
I'm just going to have one whole chapter that's written in hashtags. Every word is going to be a hashtag, and the whole chapter would be just and
it's got to have enough M dashes in it, so when you're actually looking at the page, it actually makes a picture with the M dashes in it.
Hashtag.
That's another case study right there.
Hashtag
that'd be fun, actually.
Doing it. So, if I go and write a book with AI, I publish it myself because that's what you can do now, and then I'm going to go buy a whole bunch of copies so that I'm a best-selling author. So this is why whenever I see, people are promoting themselves as a best-selling author, I literally sometimes will walk up to people and say, did you buy enough copies of your book so that you're a best-selling?
So what actually constitutes, how do you get to be a best-selling author? Can't you just say that you're a best-selling author? Can't you just put the thing on there? Or is there
world's best?
Yes, world's
See
best.
one of our previous episodes
called World's Worst Podcast.
Yeah, what she said.
Apparently that's what this is today.
Gravy. So if you're allowed to just say you are whatever you are as part of your marketing, so if I say that I'm best selling, says who? What is the Again, if we come back to like an Emmy or an Oscar, to say you're an Emmy award winner, you have to have won the award. And in order to win the award, you have to have produced like a movie or whatever. Like there's categories to get in there. Nowadays, we're throwing around words so loosely that they've lost their meaning.
Which is kind of goes back to what we talked about in the World's Worst Podcast thing, because we were even saying like, I was driving by and I saw a billboard and it said high quality products. And I was like, is that even beneficial? Like, are you going to say that you have low quality products? No. Who's going to say that?
Well, and Tara and I live in this world because we're in the marketing space. And if you hire either or both of us to help you with your marketing, this is all part of it. How are you marketing your product and your business and your company? What is your messaging? Are you going around saying, I've got the world's best, the greatest, mine's better than theirs is? And how are you distinguishing that? If you're someone we're going to help market and you are a best-selling author, by what standards? Because you've sold a certain threshold of books? Because you sold them to somebody else or your grandma and they're like in her basement?
Is it like publishing companies that give those awards?
Okay, we're going to look this up. We're going to put it in the comments.
Like, I'm really curious.
It's a certain, I'm telling you, like, as a speaker, because people have told me the whole process behind publishing a book, how you write the book, you publish it, you go and buy a certain quantity. There's a whole system within Amazon to get your book published and put on Amazon.
There's Amazon
but that's
bestsellers.
All you need. That's all you need. Once you're a bestseller with Amazon, you can just call yourself a bestseller, and that's what people are putting out there. This is the whole game, Tara.
But is it only Amazon bestseller? But no, there's so many other bestsellers.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're just pulling that because once I have achieved bestseller status somewhere,
the status quo,
I can throw that on my back. That's my whole point, and my justice just gets just like triggered with this. My whole like sense of fairness. So this is exactly what happens. If you are a speaker in the speaker world, you are told to write a book. You can find so many people that will help you out with the process. You go to Amazon, you get it, listed with Amazon.
You know what you should do?
You buy so many of them, you are considered an Amazon bestseller, so you can call yourself a bestseller. And usually you have cases of them in your basement because you bought them yourself in order to be the bestseller.
Instead of a book, Paula is going to write Sky Message letters. She's going to write just an entire book and she's going to put it up in the sky. It's not actually going to be a published book.
Then it can be...
And then we'll see if you can get the Skywriting Award.
No, instead of global, I'll be universal. I'll be... what's another word for like space? I will be a best space selling...
Best space cadet selling... I don't know.
Hey, no.
That could go so many ways.
So this is my problem. Like when we're talking about made-up awards... made up bestseller, it's really hard because it has diluted things to where do these words and accolades have any value anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They do? What do you mean? What do you say? Yeah.
I'm saying yeah as in I don't think, but again, it comes back to the whole thought if it's a individual beneficial thing versus, I don't know.
See, this is where I don't give as much weight and credence anymore that if someone says, I'm a best-selling author, if they say, oh, I'm an award-winning, I go, whoop-de-doo. Like, it doesn't mean as much anymore.
Well, and this goes back to the whole thing that I see so many times on LinkedIn. Like, oh, I just won this award, I won this award, and this place just gave out, like, 30 different awards. And I was like, okay, so 30 people that were in this organization, everyone just got an award. Like remember...
Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
Whoop-de-doo.
There are, okay, here's a big one. Oh my gosh. So the YouTube awards or TikTok awards. So now if you follow certain content creators on TikTok or YouTube, and now they're winning awards and they have their own awards show and awards things. So now if you are watching someone on TikTok or YouTube, sometimes in their background, you'll see their award on the shelf behind them.
Time. All the YouTubers have the silver plaque with the emblem, the YouTube emblem on it.
And there are TikTok awards, and they all went to their awards.
Do you want to know how you get one of those? I actually looked into it.
Okay.
Because, we're doing this thing, and I'm in marketing, and stuff's flying all around right now. But I looked into it. There's literally, it's the same thing with TikTok, like getting verified. Same thing with verified. You just have to have certain qualifications. Like you have to have so many followers. You have to have so many... you have to, like with YouTube, I think you have to go to the YouTube partners thing. Like, you
Yeah.
have to apply to be a YouTube partner or something. But you have to have so many followers. You have to have so many episodes that you put out, or videos. So it's like getting
Tara.
verified on, like, the whole TikTok thing, because you have to have so many. You have to meet certain qualifications to get verified on TikTok.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to get an award made for Royally Unhinged. And we are going to be an award-winning
It's
podcast.
going to be right here.
We are going to be an award-winning podcast. I'm going to come up with an award that's going to be given. I'll have somebody give it to us, and we will be an award-winning podcast.
Drop
Stop
the
me.
mic.
Stop me. Like,
I don't want to stop you because I'm curious as to where this goes.
and we're going to start advertising it. And when people say, what award did you win? I'm going to say,
the Royal Pickle Eaters.
no, I'm going to come up with something so good, like freshest new.
Newest up and coming podcast.
Oh
or
my
something
gosh,
like
we're
that.
going to make up an award. I'm
And
going to
only our
have
friends here on the podcast you guys are
only
going to be the
people
only
that have
ones
listened
that know.
to this point.
You're the only ones that are going to know that it's
And I will
test.
have a company, somebody I know, like sponsor it, give it to it so we can take a photo.
Yep.
And then we are going to be an award-winning podcast.
Oh, you guys.
And we're going to see if this works from a marketing
I'm so
standpoint.
curious.
Done. Stay tuned, folks. If you have watched or listened this far, first of all, drop a comment wherever you're watching or listening to this. Drop a comment or just a thumbs up emoji to let us know you listened this far and you know what we're up to, that you know what our little...
And you're going to watch, and you're just going to see on our social channels.
Oh my gosh, I'm
You're
kind of
gonna
really
see-
excited about this. I want to see what happens.
Okay, I'm going to give us a plug, not that we don't do that already, but I'm going to, like, if you keep sticking around with us, we're going to do crazy stuff like this. So
Crazy.
we're going to do the testing. We're going to do the research for you
Hashtag
guys.
unhinged.
Hashtag unhinged. Maybe it's the unhinged royal, whatever. We'll figure it out. But we're going to do this stuff for you. We're going to give you the knowledge that a lot of times you're going to have to pay for. Actually, most of the time you're going to have to pay for either
Right.
way. And we're going to give you the knowledge for
Big
free
dollars.
right now. So please go like and subscribe.
This is why you want to
to all of
follow
our
us, because
stuff.
a lot of the stuff that we just give you for free and we talk about on our podcast, to book a one-on-one with either of us, going to cost you mucho dinero. Well, especially because we are now award-winning, best-selling,
Recently happened at Strawberry Fest. We got our
best-selling,
award at Strawberry Fest.
award-winning, most notable, noteworthy. We now can raise our prices. Oh my gosh, that is why we can raise our prices, because we are now.
Maybe that's why people give awards, so they can raise their prices and they don't get flack from people.
Okay, if you are watching this today, I
Oh.
really want to know what other people think. I want to know if this is just me being my whole sense
I
of
think it's
justice and right or
it's
wrong.
a-
I want to know where other people are with this.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm curious.
Well, folks,
We
you
want
so
to
much for-
we want to thank the Cottage Grove Area Chamber of Commerce, though.
yes, we do.
Thank
They
you
are
for
an award-winning
sponsoring us.
chamber.
They are award-winning chamber. We got our wonderful friends over here, Jamie and Colton from Youth Service Bureau.
They're
are
going to be
sitting
here
at the
today,
chamber booth.
hanging out.
Thank you to the chamber and Women in Business for sponsoring us today.
And you know what? Even though we don't know when this episode is going to air, the Cottage Grove Area Chamber is going to be at events all throughout the summer. So guaranteed, this is going to air before there are still more events going on. So, check
It's
out
windy.
their website for when there's going to be more outdoor fun festivals and events.
or you can check out our website.
Our
'cause
website.
We're going to be at all their events this
for
summer.
our
that they're gonna
award-winning
be at.
podcast, Royally Unhinged.
RoyallyUnhinged.com. Also, if you guys are interested in joining the chamber or Women in Business, you can use the code RoyallyUnhinged. So go to cottagegroveareachamber.com. And if you apply on there, put in the code Royally Unhinged, all one word, you can get that application fee free.
And shoot, what was I going to say?
I don't know what you're going to say.
It's gone. It was good while it lasted,
It was
folks.
almost there.
So yeah, in the meantime, go ahead, feel free to like, follow, subscribe, tell your friends, share
All the
on your
things.
web pages, because
Social channels.
we are now an award-winning podcast, and we want to be part of your
You
life.
want to follow the journey for an award-winning podcast.
If there are topics or things that you want to know more about, want us to talk about, discuss, or just make up marketing campaigns for, please let us know.
World's Worst Podcast.
Done. And done.
Award for the World's Worst Podcast.
Until then,
I am Tara B with my co-host.
Princess Paula,
And together we are...
the award-winning Royally Unhinged. All right, we'll see you next time on that next award show, folks.
Huzzah.